So what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another video. So today we're looking into a topic that's been talked about for a while within the photography community. Yep, you guessed it, third-party batteries. Are they game-changing or are they like playing with fire? So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments your thoughts on third-party batteries. Are you a fan or do you just stick with the OGs? All right, so let's get real here. We all know that camera gear can be pretty pricey, especially when it comes to batteries. That cost adds up fast, and for me, that's where third-party batteries come into play. But the million-dollar question is, do they affect your camera performance in any way? Now, if you'd have asked me this question a year ago, my answer would have been a resounding no. See, I own a total of 3 Canon brand batteries and 12 third-party batteries from different manufacturers. Personally, I've never had any sort of an issue when it came to third-party batteries. They seem to last just as long, and even in some cases, longer than the Canon counterpart. Whether it was in the scorching heat or the freezing cold, the third-party batteries always held their own on performance. But there's always a catch, right? So here's the thing. Just before the end of 2023, I was shooting a rodeo, and I switched my high-speed continuous from electronic to mechanical shutter. That's when I noticed something pretty strange. So to preface this, I would typically shoot in electronic when doing motorsports or rodeo, and I'd always gotten what was expected from my R7. So I switched over to mechanical, and I started shooting, and I noticed I was getting maybe 5 frames per second in high-speed continuous plus, which with the R7 makes 0 sense. So I double-checked my settings, and everything was where it was supposed to be. You know, I'd been shooting on the same battery all day, and when it finally died, I changed it. When I installed the next battery, my frame shot up to where it should be, 15 frames per second. I could hear the difference in the shutter sound. I wrote it off as maybe the battery being drained was the cause. So a few days later, I was at the park shooting photos of my dogs and some frogs in a pond, and I was using the same battery, and I was still getting the 15 frames as I should be. Well, as soon as I changed the battery to a fresh battery, I noticed once again that my frames dropped drastically. Well, this battery was fully charged, so I was confused. So what I learned is that when it comes to the Canon R7, it just prefers Canon batteries. So let me show you. This is a fully charged Canon OEM battery. Now, notice the shutter clicks. Ready? Now, here is the completely charged third-party battery. You notice that? The only batteries that I get the full 15 frames per second in mechanical shutter is with the Canon batteries. So what causes this? Because all the specs on all the batteries match up. So here's what I'm thinking. In this case, with the R7, the camera's firmware may not play nice with the third-party batteries. It's like bringing in a new player to the team that doesn't know the playbook. Now, this is the only instance that I've found where the battery itself had an effect on my camera's performance. I've been using third-party batteries on all my cameras and never had a single issue until this one. But don't go writing off third-party batteries altogether. If you're on a budget or you need a backup battery for those long shoots, third-party batteries can be a lifesaver. Just remember, if you're using an R7 and you plan on using your mechanical shutter at 15 frames, chances are you won't get that. Although I have heard of a brand that claims to not affect the frame rate of the shutter, which I plan on getting just to test. Just know for sports and fast action, you may want to just stay with the Canon brand. So what's the verdict then? Third-party batteries can be a fantastic addition to your kit if you know what you're getting into. Now they may not be a perfect match with your camera, but they can at the very least hold their own. And there you have it, another adventure into the world of photography gear. Make sure you check out my website jeff-gresham.com for photo prints as well as my upcoming Lightroom presets. And if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and click the bell for all the upcoming video goodness. So until next time, stay creative and get out and shoot. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.